Well, we just come up to Andy's, got a little refusal feed for the cows. Andy's channel, Farming, Fixing, Fabricating. He had a little video on about this refusal feed, so we're here to pick it up. This might just be our last load of the year. It's getting warm out, so it doesn't stay fresh for very long with these warmer temps. But so I wanted to kind of hurry up and get one out of doing this. So we're up here now. We're waiting for Garrett to show up with the payloader to load us up, and we'll show you that process. Yeah, you can see when they clean out in front of the cows and they push it out, feed, they just leave it in a pile there, and they'll either get rid of it, spread it in the field, or if it's still fresh and good, they'll use it for feed like we're doing. So, one of the sand spreaders, bedding up the cows. Say hi to Garrett. What's up, buddy? You're used to being on camera, aren't you?
Oh yeah, all the time.
What are you guys working on today?
Probably getting rules on the DD320.
Yeah.
We started that up yesterday, but we had a few setbacks. Got the newer pumps going and all that.
Yeah.
That was an asshole. Got the one PTO on. And
What'd you get on?
the PTO for
Oh,
the pump.
that's what you're doing this morning when I talked to you?
Yeah, and the yoke turned out to be bad, so that was nice. Ended up taking that back off and putting a different one on.
Guys out plowing today?
I don't think so. Actually.
No?
Maybe soon.
Yeah.
We got a few guys spreading.
Our goal is to keep you guys clean, like keep it fresh.
Come every day. I mean, it's fresh. For you, we could fit 2 days worth of load on though.
Yeah, what's that? 2 loads for Garrett?
Yeah. Garrett gets 2 loads and that's 2 days, but
Yeah.
this loader's not like the speed.
What's that?
This loader's a rough ride.
Oh.
Once it gets wobbling, it doesn't stop.
Thanks, Garrett.
No problem.
Have a good day, buddy.
Oh, you too.
So we got to see Garrett. Got a decent load of feed. We'll drive across the scale just to see what we got on. We got about 7 ton on. So that was Garrett White. A friend of mine, Garrett Cox, him and I, together we get that refusal feed. He uses it for his dairy cows and I use it on the beef cows. Try to clean it up, keep it cleaned up for them. Works out great for all of us. So this farm we're about to go by here, this is our buddy Keith and Adam Searle. That's the farm I grew up working on. That's where I got started. Learned a ton. Had a great childhood. There's Adam's beef cows now. Let's see, Adam just pulled in. That was the best. Used to get off the bus there every day and work, and spend the weekends right there, and learned a ton. What a childhood! What a way to grow up and learn a lot. Learn a work ethic. Learn how to break stuff, fix stuff, take care of the animals. Get yelled at by Keith. All the fun stuff. Nah, he treated us great. And as a kid working up to Keith's, I was 9, 10 years old when I started up there, and we'd get you started out in the field in the summertime doing field work and show you how and turn you loose. And then it turned into him letting me even take a tractor home. It's John Deere 4240 at the time. I used to drive that home on the weekends. Crazy thinking back, being that age and him letting me do that, having that responsibility. But you didn't want to do anything to violate that, to ruin that trust either. It was a good thing. But it's kind of funny. You wouldn't really do that nowadays, I guess. But I'd go to bed as a 10-year-old kid, 11-year-old, 12-year-old, excited to get up the next morning and drive the tractor to work. Get up early to drive up, go by my friends' houses, be all excited to be able to do that. You thought you were something. I picked up a rider.
Howdy. Don't use that.
We're going to dump this refusal feed off and feed it to the cows. So
Stay tuned.
yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, so we got our feed, we just dumped it off, now we're gonna feed to the cows. So, yeah, the barn isn't where I want it to be yet. We still got the gable ends, or they don't have the metal on them and things like that. I thought I had it done by now, but I don't. So what are you gonna do? We're working on it, but right now what we're gonna show you is how we feed them. And my buddy Jamie showed up. He's out here hanging out. He's somewhere wandering around. In the back half of the barn, you probably notice while we're dumping it off that that's where our bed pack area is. That's where the cows lay down. And the front half, we don't do much except for push it out and clean it out. And that's where they stand and eat. So that's where we get the bulk of the manure. I'll change this angle so you can see it now. So the cows, they don't spend a lot of time in here right now. You can see they're out in the background laying down. They only come in to eat right now. They could really give a shit about having a roof over them, or being out of the rain or snow or wind, you name it. I will say, when it is cold, windy, and wet, yeah, they do tend to all come in, but for the most part, when we think it's nasty out, they don't seem to care. So I have the gate shut at the moment, so they can't come in, but I'm going to open that right now because I put down some fresh bedding for them today. So that now. Let them in.
They kick any holes in it or anything?
No, I did have fence run all the way around, but then when the snow got deep, the fence shorted out, so it wasn't hot anymore, and they destroyed that fence. So once they're out on pasture, I'm gonna get this all cleaned away, and put plywood up, and that way they can't get up to the edge. Yeah. We'll finish getting them all fed here, and everybody will be happy. So some of the goals for this summer are this pile of soil that we just went by on the left. We're gonna get that down to fellows. They'll use that. They'll make topsoil. They'll mix that with other soil. They'll mix it with compost. They'll mix it with sand, and they'll use that. So that'll go to them. We'll get that cleaned up. Some more gravel in here, get the driveway better for next winter and for this summer. We got to get the barn, we got to get the gable ends finished up. And I'm going to put on the inside of the barn, I want to put in some wood so the cows can't push up and get near the metal. And so the manure doesn't get up to it either, the bed deck. It served its purpose. It was great for this winter, and now this summer while they're all out on pasture and we have time to do it, we're gonna make it a lot better. So this is the refusal feed, and they love it. Absolutely love it. So we do this every day. We give them enough to eat for a 24-hour period. And actually, we give them more than that because they don't end up eating all of it. And then we have refusal feed of our own. How about that? So we go to Andy's, we pick up refusal feed, and then we feed it. And then what the cows don't eat, we take and we feed that to the pigs back at home. And then basically whatever they don't use, they trample on, use for bedding, play in it, or we use it in low spots to build up, things like that. But it's getting used more than once, and it works out great. The pigs love it, especially in the winter. They just, you should see them, they get all excited over it. Here's our neighbor Joanne showing up, taking a walk down to take a peek. It's awesome having good neighbors, and it's awesome having family so close. So Joanne is our firstborn child, Jack. She is his godmother. They are great with the kids. James, what are you doing?
Get rid of this water.
You're making a difference. I thought you tried doing that on the dozer.
You rut it up then.
Fat guy and little coat. No, he's not fat. He's just
Big,
fluffy.
I'm husky.
He's big bone.
Big bone.
You ever seen a fat skeleton? Now, lastly, we feed some hogs with this, you know?
Yes, yeah.
What do we got here? We got Wyatt's a cop. What's Jimmy?
Oh, they're all cops now. Yeah.
Jimmy's mustache.
I don't know, fell off. Shaved it.
He's hot. They love this.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. These guys are real fast. The last batch I had, they were pokey. These ones, they're all chubby.
They are.
Bunch of fatos. They grow nice and fast. Look at that. Diving into that.
That's good eating right there. Until next time, America.
Sound off.
If you like what you saw, stay tuned for more.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, that
That's
was
real good.
That was real good.